Welcome back. Now, in the last video earlier, I said I'd do one on YouTube. Bloody microphone, I must get a decent stand for it. That's just my old lamp stand that I used to use in the workshop. YouTube. Now, a very good friend of mine, whose nickname is Rock Dog. I won't give his real name or his username out on here. It's all about protecting each other. Was contacted by YouTube to complete a survey. Now, from what I can see, basically there's only 2 questions out of 4 that are answerable, really. I'm reading from the actual emails themselves, by the way, so if you see me looking up, I'm reading from the screen. 2 questions they asked was thinking about YouTube in general. How would you rate your sentiments to the platform? The second one, would you like to share more about your response to the above? Now, I won't go into what he says because obviously that could identify him to them. And then they would know that he's contacted me. But he did talk about censorship on the platform and human rights, as it happens. To which he duly sent them the email back. And their reply to him, I won't give the chap's name, but it's obviously a direct reply, said that he was reaching out to people on YouTube and that they're personally reviewing feedback to identify areas of opportunity within YouTube. They went on to say that it's understandable that people have their doubts, that they aim to be neutral. Well, that's a joke to start with, because they're not neutral. Their commitment to openness, well, that's one of the biggest load of bollocks I've heard from them, because there's no way are they open. You can't have free expression, you can't have free speech. And then they go on about safety, company values, guidelines, thanking him for his time to get in touch with them. Now, it also says if you'd like to have context to this perspective to share with us. Well, the email I sent back to him actually puts it into context. And if they ever contacted me, it would certainly be my response. They also went on to say that they emphasise that we support you and your voice, and we are not only genuinely curious, but committed to hearing this feedback to information for the future of our business. Well, that did give me a laugh, considering I was banned for a week, but we'll go into that in a minute. But my reply to his email, and I'll read this out word for word. I hope they do this with me. As he said, there is no freedom of expression on YouTube with the amount of censorship that we get. Now, I added, there is no freedom to debate, because there's a lot of words that they won't allow us to use, which can be used openly in a debate. They don't hurt nobody. It's just that you think it's wrong. Speak, YouTube. And as soon as the censors get involved, they decide someone's not following the narrative, they want to ban them for a week or give them a strike, whatever. So then they use feeble excuses, which I will go into in a second. And yeah, they pull videos for feeble excuses, etc. You know, there's no easy way to contact YouTube. And when you do actually get through to them on any form of communication, they just basically ignore what you say. They shadow ban channels, especially ones like mine, so they don't get put out. Basically, the only viewings that you get are from subs that you've contacted personally, basically. And I would certainly add on there that if we had to pay to use YouTube, I would move to another platform, because you wouldn't get value for money. Just the same as they refuse and come up with a load of excuses not to pay people for their content. Well, my channel isn't monetized anyway. I never wanted it to be. It would be nice to earn a penny or two, but that ain't going to happen because they won't let the subs on. And another big one for me is when they pull a video or give you a strike for misinformation, they don't check the facts of what you're saying. Despite the NHS and the government are free to put out, well, and mainstream media really, are free to put out mis and malinformation on the platform without any repercussions. That would be my reply to them. Now, to put this into context, which they asked him to do, as you all know, I got banned for a week. And they claimed I posted medical misinformation. Now, this is despite the fact that I was reading this information on an NHS document that is widely available. There was no misinformation in there. They just decided it was misinformation. They don't check this for themselves. They just take it on themselves to throw you off for a week because they consider it misinformation. So on appeal, the appeal was refused, but the reason had changed for the ban. They then put it down as breaking community guidelines, which I hadn't done. They allow official information. That was official information. Now, this is not censorship. This is hiding the truth from the public, which does seem to be YouTube's new narrative. They remain faceless. They haven't got the ability to debate and listen. And they say it's all in the guise of safety, health, etc. Which to me is, again, the biggest load of bollocks I've heard. Because the government and the NHS spread more fear and anxiety with mis and malinformation than anything I've seen on here. And I've researched a lot, believe me, over the last 18 months. So in my mind, it looks as if YouTube is as corrupt as the government, the police. So that's my response to that, but I thought I'd put it out there for those of you that don't actually create content. This is what we face on a daily basis when we make our videos. So until the next one, guys, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay free from the tyranny that this government is putting out now. My respects to each and every one of you.